What's up? This is Draco.
And this is Alicia.
And you're now tuned in to OD
Podcast.
Oh.
Period.
Yeah. Hold on. Before we start, I just want to make it clear that Jesus is king. That's all. I'll explain later.
Yeah, because I'm laughing at it and I sound like some kind of heathen. But he is king, Lil. He is king. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is. All right. Okay.
Oh,
So let's
I'm name dropping today, too. I'm bringing it up.
Oh, my God. Well, at this point, you ain't got no choice because the way it's been going down. Okay. So first of all, y'all know how it go.
Yeah. I mean, we just have lives. I mean, y'all know that we are people.
No, don't say that because there are a lot of podcasts with lives and they don't miss a week. Okay. But
yeah, but usually those people are full-time podcasters.
True, or they work regular 9 to 5s. I work a regular 9 to 5.
But I don't.
You work 59955 59999.
I work at 24/7.
You work, for real.
So yeah, but between the Japan trip, the Grammys, Super Bowl, everything, and now it's the NAACP Awards this weekend. So much going on. So I've been very busy on top of just trying to do stuff. My regular clients and my regular work outside of those things. So and I've been traveling and just too much, man. But
I thought about doing solo episodes, but I was like, I'm gonna just treat this as a day off because it was my birthday week last week. So
I was just about to say, it was your birthday. Treat yourself, queen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't be a slave to this industry. Shout out Olivia Song for putting me on to that.
Oh, okay. All right. Can you what you been up to?
Yeah.
Like, besides the travels, what you been doing?
I've honestly just been living life. Like I've just been really enjoying everything. Like the smallest thing. You know what? I've had a lot of different things presented to me from other people, like issues that people are going through and certain things, and I realize that I don't have it as bad as I think I do. And so even though I be having a lot going on, y'all would not even imagine. But I kind of just have to tune out the noise of other people sometimes because a lot of people do be putting stuff in my ears like, oh, you're supposed to be doing this, you need to be there. And sometimes, I mean, you can say that and I can truly believe that, but you have to literally be mentally prepared to receive those things. So like you can't just I feel like it's been plenty of times I've been put in situations like jobs and just experiences and I didn't take full advantage of it because I didn't fully understand what was going on. And now I look back and I'm like, damn, like I really did that and I should have did it this way or approached it that way, or I still should be having communication with these type of people or blah, blah, blah. So now, getting older, I have a little bit more discernment and cutting people off and picking people up. It's been going kind of well. I've just been kind of just, in a way, finding myself. I feel like I find myself every 4 months. But
you'll never stop finding yourself, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. But I do feel like now I'm like understanding like, okay, I need to, And then on top of that, I've been seeing a lot of people online like losing their damn minds. And so,
I mean, literally, this different. This different from Mercury in retrograde.
Yeah, it's almost like an apocalypse of mental illness, and I'm not saying that as a joke.
Listen, we both been talking about it. Like for real, it's something going on for real.
Every single day, and in my head, my stupid ass was like, "So I wonder if all these people got vaccinated because maybe."
Now, mind you, I get my booster and everything every 6 months, and I'm straight.
I mean, I
got a flu shot.
I feel like this is happening to the unvaccinated people.
Okay, all right. Now we're not going to do You must work for Pfizer. Who sent you?
I'm just trying to understand because this is really weird to watch because it's like every other day is something. And I never want to just like make it seem like I'm anti any religion or anything, but I notice a lot of different patterns. And even if you read up on like schizophrenia, bipolar, a lot of those things that they're doing, it just fall under that category. So I have no choice but to believe that that's what's going on.
Yes, I agree with you. I don't know if we should talk about it right now, but I do always notice that people that deal with those kind of mental illness have a super fixation on religion, but I think it's just a lack of guidance, and religion is structured There's a book to reference. It's very intense and
Yeah.
it has an end. And so people have a fear of certain things and so they latch on to it. But and also it's, especially Christianity, it's the national religion. So it's like, I don't know. But anyway, let's get into Black Business of the
National
Week before we
religion.
start getting into Black Mental of the Week.
Okay, so Black Business of the Week. I don't know if I've ever shouted this brand out, but today's the day. For a long time, I've used this brand from a makeup artist. Her name is Danessa Myricks. What I love about her brand is that she makes product for okay, so like usually when I'm buying makeup or when I'm looking at makeup, I feel like makeup is very you use this product for your cheeks. You use this product for your eyes. If this is an eyeshadow palette, you use this for your eyes. If this is lipstick or blush, you use that for your face or your lips. With her products, I feel like she doesn't put a name on it. So it's like she'll have a cream color base, but you don't have to necessarily use that for your lips. You can use it for your eyes. You can use it for your cheeks. And these are very long lasting and like industrial kind of products, which I love. So even when she has like metallics, certain colors of lipstick or eyeshadow and like all that type of stuff, everything is very unique. You really can't get this product from other brands. Anywho, um, that's not why I'm bringing that up. So I use um, powder puffs. I know a lot of y'all who aren't makeup artists, just bear with me. But I use powder puffs to set my concealer under the eyes. Now, a lot of people use wet sponges. I do it sometimes, but
I
I've been
started
using,
using that little black triangle thing. I
yeah,
really love that.
that's what I'm talking about, powder
Oh,
puff.
okay.
So I've been using that. So the problem is that most of the triangle powder puffs are white or cream
Mine
color.
black
Like
like my skin.
you got a black one? You got
Hmm.
it from Amazon?
Amazon and Shein.
Okay, so, interesting. Um, but Danessa Myricks came out recently with powder puffs and their skin tone. I thought that was pretty
Ooh,
cool.
I
So
like that now.
I love this because majority of my clients are black, and so this just gives me more of a clean look. Like even with the black, I feel like that's cool too. But I think this is cool. Like it's skin tone, and she has it literally in every shade of skin.
You know what
So
I find myself doing sometimes with first of all, I love those because the triangle shape, I don't always get my corner eye that well, and I just be like, F
yes,
it. You know what I'm saying?
and it come with two
But
sizes.
yes, oh, I love that. And I love sometimes when I use it, I ain't gonna lie, I start using it for everything. My contour, my
How you be
I
using this for
mean,
your contour? What?
yeah, I have to make sure I get that straight line.
Oh yeah, no.
I have really two things that I just have not perfected is my contour and my eyebrow. So I just try whatever I can think of in the moment, honey. The only
Nah,
time my contours are perfect lines when I use a stick, but then that tends to come out harsh sometimes.
I'll assist you with that a little later because that's a little intricate.
Yeah,
But
well, I
no,
like
yeah.
the powder. The powder works. So
So she even has like a foundation. One of the I discovered her foundation just by searching a lot of foundations when I was working with Flow because I was doing a lot of things for the first time with Flow. So I was doing like magazine covers, certain videos, interviews, and I had never done that before. I've done like a lot of reality TV and stage stuff, but I haven't done anything like that on a consistent level. And so I discovered her foundation. She has a foundation called Yummy Skin, which is like serum based. So it's almost like skincare, but it's full coverage. So usually when you have makeup that has skincare in it, it's very sheer. This is literally like perfect skin in a bottle. So it's almost like a second layer of skin, and it's healthy for your skin. It's like hydrating, so your skin looks good. And I use it on Flow, and that was the only foundation that I used on her for a long time because it was perfect. It didn't move.
really,
Gives you like a dewy finish and it won't move, which I love because a lot of people request a dewy look. But the problem with that is that it's not realistic to wear outside. That's something that you would use for like a photo shoot or something because you have to base every makeup look with like hydrating products. And if you put hydrating foundation on top of it, it's almost like oil and water. It's going to slip off. It's going to slide off. It's going to be patchy throughout the day. You're going to look greasy, oily. But I feel like with hers, I don't know if it's because it's so, and I don't want to use the word thick because I feel like that's gonna scare people away because they don't want heavier makeup, but it is full coverage. But once you touch the product and once you put it on your skin, it's literally nothing out there like it. I'm not just
Really,
saying it's
like
like
not even NARS, because I
no,
love
NARS
NARS.
is very oily.
Well, I need that because I have dry skin.
Which yeah, it definitely serves a purpose. But for a person like me, who I can't literally buy every texture of every foundation. I have
Yeah.
to have something that I can use as versatile. So for me, I like to use more hydrating products because I can always mattify it. I don't want to use no matte foundation on somebody with dry skin and then I was cracking and I can't hydrate that. So
What do
I
you use
would
to mattify?
powder.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
So
love
you
doing
know,
makeup. I can't believe you waited so long to teach me, but whatever.
it's so much because you have to. It's science. You literally have to learn like textures and colors. That's why I don't really. And I tell people that like I don't really know anything outside of makeup because I just have to study it so much. Like I
Yeah,
literally
it's
have
definitely a
to.
science. And the fact that even somebody who looks just like you could have a complete like I'm done trying stuff. Whatever word for me is what I'm using. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
But you know what I wish I knew? Not to take from Danessa's highlight. I wish before getting into makeup I had known about the tinted moisturizer. I think that would have helped me ease into it. But you ain't tell me about that. So anyway,
Tinted moisturizer.
it's my girl. That's my girl.
I didn't really start using tinted moisturizer and stuff like that until later in the game because usually when I first started doing makeup, it was around the Nicki Minaj era, so everybody wanted to be beat and colorful and
I feel you. No,
white
it
on
ain't
there.
no
You know
big
what I'm saying?
deal. I just think that it's my favorite no makeup look because
Yeah,
literally
for
no
sure.
makeup, but
I
it's
didn't even really fully understand what it was until I started working at Bloomingdale's. Because not even just MAC, it was Bloomingdale's.
let me
Bloomingdale's
tell
has
you
a
something. Urban
different.
Decay got down.
Oh, they have one.
Oh, that's the only one I use.
Before we
They
start talking about Urban Decay, everybody follow Danessa
oh
Myricks
yeah.
on Instagram. They sell her product. She's a independent artist. She was a makeup artist for a short period, which I think is so crazy because her products are now in Sephora, Ulta, all these different stores. Like she's huge. But yeah, so pick it up from Sephora, pick it up from online. Her Instagram is Danessa Myricks Beauty, I think. But whatever it is, we're gonna have it in the notes. I'm sorry, I don't know it by heart. But yeah,
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, you actually mentioned Danessa Myers before. I think this was a few years ago. There was like a promo going on. You was like, it's never on sale. Let me get there. Woo.
yes, I still got all that
I'm
stuff.
about to send you that Urban Decay. I went in Sephora. I was just talking to the girl, and this is my favorite. Like anytime I'm not wearing makeup, I literally use this. And I guess I put in the episode notes too, y'all. I use this tinted moisturizer. I do my eyebrows and I put on some lashes, and that I be cute.
I've
That be
seen
my
this
look.
before.
Yeah, that's my favorite, and it's got great coverage. Like I almost might want to use it as my foundation one day just to see how it turn out. But I really like it. I
I
don't
would
even know
say
if that's my.
medium coverage. I've never heard of a tinted moisturizer with actual coverage.
Oh, it's baby coverage.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
just I just do a little B, I just and it blends so good. Like it's just oh my
I'm
god,
sure.
huh?
I'm sure this is probably good as hell.
It is. I think you had suggested one to me, and then the girl was like, "Nah, you should try this," and so she had me try it, and it was.
So the one that I suggested to you was Laura Mercier, but I
Yep,
feel
it
like
was.
just looking at this, they probably have better shades. Because that's always the issue with tinted moisturizer because they never really catered to black people because black people didn't really
And this
use it.
still has room to grow, to be honest. But
Oh, it don't have a lot. Yeah,
I mean,
tinted
it had a
moisturizer.
lot, but it ain't fancy.
Tinted moisturizer usually comes with like a healthy formula. Even the one that you just sent me, it said that it had some type of oil I never heard of and something else. And
I
so
love it so much, and it don't leave no kind of. You can't even tell where I stopped applying it at. It just blends so good with my skin. It's been so many people that have complimented my skin, and I'll tell them what I'm using, and they started wearing it too.
yeah. And see, usually in this type of stuff, they because of the pigment, a lot of those pigments. So it's sometimes it's not even necessary like, oh, they don't have enough range for this brand, but sometimes the ingredients that's in it, they don't mix well with the pigment.
Oh, okay.
So that kind of fucks it up because it can either oxidize or it'll turn really red
Ain't no
because
oxidization, honey. It's all it go inside my
yeah.
blood.
So it's not always like, oh, these people aren't inclusive. It's just that I wish that companies would speak out more like about that particular thing. Because
Yeah, I know what you mean. They
even
probably
like
do. We just don't care and we don't hear it.
yeah, like even before I used to get like ran down on when I first worked at Mac because people would come in and I would and request like red eyes. And apparently red eyeshadow is not supposed to be worn on the eye. So I always wondered why Mac never sold a red eyeshadow. I would have to use a blush. And so
Hmm.
my manager would be mad at me because they're like, oh, you can't put red eyeshadow on the eyes. It's not healthy for the eyes, blah, blah, blah. But now they have red eyeshadow. So did they change it? Like, did they have find a new way to do it? Because
Yeah,
they
maybe that's what it is. That's interesting. Yeah, I ain't in that. I'm not on that side of TikTok yet, but I know what makeup
it ain't
works.
even on there. This was years. This was way before TikTok.
No, I'm
But I'm
just
just
messing
saying.
with you. Yeah, but I will say I got all the products I like, and I'm sticking to it. I'm NARS foundation, NARS concealer.
Yeah, you got to. You got to find. And I tell people that with makeup, you literally have. Like, I can tell you what to do, but you honestly have to literally try it out and move around yourself to see what you really like and what's
No,
comfortable.
really, it's to the point where it's certain eyeshadows now I know I will only get gold by Color Rain. They got the best gold eyeshadow to me.
Listen,
Versus
listen,
that James
listen.
Charles one, not even comparison. Not even a comparison. Like,
Let me tell you something. I hate that Color Rain is so slept on because Color Rain has the best foil eyeshadows. Period.
yeah.
Not even just the gold, all of the colors, and
It's
she
so
has the
fire. It's
best
like,
colors.
dang, am I at a birthday party?
And it's like a little bit,
Yeah, yeah. No,
and
you're right.
it be looking so
Ooh,
good. It
ooh.
nothing
I might
comes
do
up
my
like
makeup.
that.
I can't even believe I'm a makeup girly. Anyway, let's move on. We boring the
When did you
people.
get braids? I just realized you had
I,
braids.
I got actually I spent Valentine's Day with Iris. She did my hair.
Okay, okay.
Uh-huh, yeah. Cause I'm going to see Usher too. I just needed my hair to just stay being done.
When you going there?
Next week.
Okay, TCYL. Uh,
Okay, cool. So all right, so let's get into tweets from the streets. Okay. It's honestly, it's just been so much going on.
where do you even start?
Where do you even start? Dang, I don't really know where. I don't know. I just don't even know. So I know one thing that I saw that was shaking up in the Twitter streets. It's old news now, but I saw that QC sold for like $300 million, and people was calling them sellouts. And this is one thing I gotta say, and I also can take this same advice. If you have not literally done the thing that the person you criticizing did, then you do not have the ability to tell somebody they selling out, they doing terrible, et cetera, et cetera. It's like, okay, for example, I did not like Rihanna's Super Bowl performance. Okay.
Hmm.
I ain't never gonna be a Rihanna. Can't sing, can't dance, probably won't even carry a baby. Was I entertained by the performance? No. But was it trash? In comparison to what? What I can do? Absolutely not. So,
Yeah,
and I don't know, that's a great perception. I mean, analysis, but basically, like QC, this is a label built from the ground up by Black people who have put on so many people, changed so many lives, made a lot of money, and they had the ability. Now, mind you, they're not even at their peak no more. They are past that. They best talent ain't even on the label no more. And so now they've sold to this label, granted a white person for $300 million. But let me think of this. If I'm running a label, my biggest talent, one has gotten murdered. One of them, the rest don't broke off from the group. They not putting out records as a group no more. My biggest talent is what City Girls, nothing wrong with that. Lil Baby, also nothing wrong with that, but definitely not Amigos. We missed our big era is over. So should I sell for 300 million, or do I foresee 300 million coming up out of what I got on my portfolio right now? And
baby, it's gonna take him about and no shade. It's probably gonna take him another 20 years to make that money.
do you get what I'm saying? And so I, at least as a consumer or at least as an entrepreneur, I can understand the value of doing that, because that is how, truth be told, that is how you create generational wealth. Because what if you see what happens to No Limit Records. What if he had the opportunity to say, what if he was like,
Yeah.
matter of fact, P do preach the same thing. He be like, they give me $1 million. Imagine what I can do. That applies in certain situations, but 300 million, doubt it. Now they can start another business, do more things. And I do care about us having ownership. I genuinely do. But if you're holding on to that label solely off of the idea of just keeping black on, I don't think that's enough. I'm sorry to y'all. I'm sorry to you. Q and P do not. Q and P. P and Coach do not make
Oh,
music. They have a record label.
and on top of that, they do have a record label, but obviously, um, if I'm being honest, just from the outside looking in, I don't think that they'll be able to pull in another talent that's going to give them that same type of notoriety that Lil Baby and the Migos are giving. And that's just me being honest.
No, it's a fact. And music, the industry has changed so much from when they first rolled out. People ain't even caring about deals. They don't even care about longevity.
Yeah.
So,
So
I'm
it's,
sure
you know
most
what I'm
of it was
saying?
the rights of the music, which I get, but $300 million today and you in your 40s, cut me that check. Give me that money right now.
Yeah. I'm going to be
I'm
sitting
gonna
in the
buy a whole
background.
city. We ain't never paying bills again.
And you know what I'm saying? And then from that, they can build other businesses. They can
That's
do other
exactly what I'm
things.
saying. Literally the same thing. So I get it. I definitely want our people to have more ownership and more and other things. But to call them sellouts is wild when y'all ain't got $300 million. Not even an opportunity to have it, let alone $300.
Man, I'm so tired of you red boots, y'all. Please.
Oh, you know who killed them? Janelle Monae. Let me just put on the record that I've been a Janelle Monae fan since day one. Literally
And
friends with a girl on
I'm
Facebook, and I was her for Halloween over 10 years ago. Before
yeah.
y'all even knew who she was, and I don't care. I don't care if I'm being one of them people, but I promise you, she ain't even have a hit record yet, and that's a fact.
See what I'm saying?
Tuh.
See what I'm saying?
But that she is that girl. I love they. I don't know. She's okay. Never mind. I don't even want to get on that. Okay, you have anything for tweets from the streets before we move on to shop talk?
Um. Let's see. I have a lot of tweets. Can you hear me, by the way? Am I sounding good or no?
You sounding better, whatever you just did.
I just turned my head. Let me see.
Turn your head.
I honestly no, I don't. I'm ready to get into the smoke.
Okay, go ahead and and start the people off.
Okay, so before we get into the main situation, I would like to do shop talk. And what do I have up first for shop talk? First of all, I'm mad I missed Mardi Gras.
Mind you, I've been saying I'm gonna go to Mardi Gras for my birthday since middle school. You think I've been? I've been everywhere but Mardi Gras, and I don't even drink. I just want to stand in the corner and look.
Yeah, Mardi Gras for me is more so the culture because for me, I drink, but I have a very low tolerance, and I haven't always been like that. It just come with age, of course, or just me just spacing out my drinking. I've noticed that I'm a social drinker. So since I've moved here and I'm not around my core friends, I don't really hang out too much. So when I go out, I'll have one or two drinks and I'm fine. And I'm usually I'm like fucking the bottle up when I'm in Atlanta with my friends. Um, T.I. and Boosie beefing, and it's so funny to me.
I ain't even been keeping up with it. Every time I see either of them names, I just start reading a scripture or a line from a random book because I got better things to do. I'm sick of it.
It's so. But you ever seen two dumbasses arguing?
Yes.
Like that's just literally what's going on. They both
Yeah,
look
I
like
can't. And it's like
country
they
ass
arguing
uncles.
through interviews.
Yeah. My thing about how you feel about this the video? Did you see it of him? Um,
Who was him? T.I. or Boosie?
T.I. was just basically saying that he snitched on somebody before back in the day.
Oh, you know what? I did, and I don't see the problem.
Me either.
I don't see the problem.
So you know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand the
Let me
issue,
say
but
something. I'm gonna tell them folks the three blind mice did it if they can't come and defend themselves.
my problem with Boosie is that he be trying to stick to some like
Imaginary
certain
code.
yeah, like you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, like some type of G code
I
or
mean,
like
let's not
street
forget
code.
Boosie is an actual hitman. So
That doesn't matter to me, and I
I
get it.
got
You
you.
know what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying he
Like
have a code, but he
yeah,
think differently. He a little throwed off.
very thought off. That would be my thing. Like I just don't never understand like his logic. Like he sounds like he is 75 years old. I can't believe that man only 38.
Yeah, he 38 hot
Like
too.
that's so crazy that he's so young and I don't know. it's something about people from the South. Sometimes they kind of hold on to these things that their grandparents was teaching them. And at this point, like, these people was born in 1920. You think
Okay.
I'm finna sit here and listen to some shit? I mean, some of the stuff, yeah, like, okay, yeah, we can use it, but we in a different time. And this type of stuff that y'all are holding back is literally keeping you from being in a bigger position because
Yeah,
you
people
are
are very
so stuck on.
closed-minded and they're closed-minded and they're obtuse, so they don't have the capacity to even accept change or be realistic, or they have so much pride that they won't allow themselves to, so because they have to stand by what they say. Even if deep
Yeah,
down
like,
they don't feel that way, they got to stay down.
exactly. And I don't like that. I think that's so lame. I hope he get help.
I'm definitely snitching on whoever dead close by. Who they just buried? Margaret. Margaret did that. Margaret, she was wrong, but she gone. She don't pay her dues. I'm sorry, y'all. I am not built for jail. Whoever, I'm gonna be in that room checking my pulse.
Like that boy, like this.
Yeah, yeah. Bring me some French fries and a cauliflower burger for Chick-fil-A. And I'm gonna tell you who did it.
I'm gonna tell you exactly
Let
who
me
did
tell you
it.
something. She gone on the glory. God bless her heart, but she was there and she told me. It's a wild thing to do, but I don't see how it's unethical. They
Yeah,
charged
no.
Trayvon Martin with assault and he was dead.
They did? Why I ain't never know
Yes, he
that?
got charged in that Zimmerman trial, literally.
Zimmerman still walking around here signing autographs.
I'm gonna say he did it, whatever I get in trouble for. Okay,
They
let's
need to
move
take
on to
him
the
down.
next topic. Okay, let's talk about Tommie and this man showing up at her door.
Love that. Let me tell you something. That was probably the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. I think
It's
I
me.
think that I think what made it so much more funny is the fact that Tommie was so fucking frustrated, and the man is unfazed. Like, she's literally screaming at him.
Cause he at his girlfriend house. Let him tell it.
Yeah, he's smiling the whole time. She's like going the fuck off, and he's like, "Oh, you gonna call tight? Call her."
I think Tight the one that was pretending to be Tommie. For those
You
that
think
don't
so?
know, let me tell y'all what happened. So Tommie minding her business at her Airbnb, okay, not her house, an Airbnb. And this guy knocked. So she said that she was already waiting on flowers from somebody, right? And so she just waiting on the delivery person to pull up. And then she get a knock at the door, and this guy got some flowers, and she like, "Oh, you the delivery person?" She off the rip recognized him because he be with some friend named Tight. Okay, cool. Turns out he ain't even the flowers that she was expecting. He got his own flowers. In
He
fact,
had his own shit going on.
he been in a relationship with Tommy for 5 years. Don't sold his house for her and everything, and been giving her money. But Tommy don't know nothing about that. She don't know nothing about that. So somebody
What?
been catfishing him, pretending to be Tommy, getting money out of him. But he is also coincidentally friendly with one of Tommy's friends. Okay, who she also called during these videos. But the only logical explanation to me is that this man was actually talking to that friend. Because what kind of coincidence is this? She don't let the man in the house. She don't got his fingerprints off the
Yeah,
wall.
no, seriously, she
She asked for
definitely.
his credit card.
Now that you say that, it probably is tight because to keep it going on that long, she probably had all this personal shit that she probably can share with him to make it look so real.
Exactly. And how else did he know where she lived at? It ain't like it's on the internet. She not even at her house.
Well, that part, she live in an apartment building for one, and everybody knows that she lives 2 doors down from Bobby Lights, and so people be knowing that.
So now they gotta know his address too?
That's the thing. They knew his address first, and then they just gooped her shit.
So you think he in a
I don't be
relationship with
liking shit like that,
he
huh?
in a relationship with Bobby and Tommy. What year is it?
No, I'm saying no. I'm saying like it's not hard to find out where she live at because Bobby makes it very known, or like
Well,
Bobby
I
be
don't
high.
know,
Both
but I
of them
guess
actually be high
yeah.
as fuck. Yeah.
Well, this man, the man definitely seemed very innocent. He just had been bamboozled, and I
It
feel
was the
bad for him because people
funniest
really be taking
shit.
advantage of folks that are disabled.
No, they really do. I do
And
be
she was
feeling
getting on
like,
his hand and stuff.
yeah, I ain't like that. It was funny. I did laugh. I'm sorry. I hope I don't go to hell, but Jesus is King.
Okay, okay, all right. Let's go ahead and get into that while we on it.
Okay, so lately, me and Alicia been pretty much holding like a mini study about people
Many,
being like
I don't know. This
many.
been going on.
This been going on
We
for
got
a
a lot of
long
files in this case
time,
study.
a long freaking time. And so we've been just noticing that it's been a really big recent influx in people who like clicking out, like literally losing their fucking mind. And so the problem is that we keep noticing that the common denominator is some type of substance that ain't supposed to be in there, whether it's somebody done got drugged at the club or they took the drugs willingly or what. But that's
Something
always,
threw off that chemical balance.
yeah.
Something.
And they just go crazy. Now,
Tylenol.
I don't think it's no damn time now. But
We need to
like,
find out. We can't
I
rule it out
noticed that
now.
I've always known that's possible. Like I always be saying that because that happened to my ex. I feel like when you take certain drugs, it unlock different fucking mental illnesses that you just didn't know that you had there.
No, for real, and everybody cannot handle it.
So it just opened up a new world. So I think that's what's going on, but it's happening more frequent than often, and people are doing this like out loud online and making videos and stuff like that. So more recently, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago, one of my high school classmates, I was sending it to Alicia. I'm like, bro, something happened, and
And this
this,
is somebody who we used to hang. I mean, you was with her every day, but also knew this girl as well. We used to be on the phone on three-way. We used to go to Six Flags. Like it was a friendship with a
yeah,
normal
a
person.
normal person, and she started this person started to hang out with a celebrity and try shit that she wasn't supposed to be trying, and she got fucked up
Yep.
and had to go to rehab and everything. So she's
Now, did
literally
she
not well.
voluntarily try that though, or did he just?
Yeah, no. It was never a situation where she felt. Now, I don't think that she knew. From what I was told, I don't think that she knew what was in it because it was presented to her as it was
He
just
need to
regular
be in
weed.
jail, amongst other things.
Yeah. So she is getting worse by the year. That happened maybe like 10 years ago. But it just seemed like as time getting on, she's just getting worse and worse and worse. And it's really crazy. And also another one of my classmates who I shared with her, same thing happened. And so now
Oh yeah, yeah,
recently,
yeah. Might be that school.
recently, you think it's Stone Mountain?
It's something Stone
Uh,
Mountain. That sound like powder.
Stone Mountain High School is not giving that, okay? Um, but no, so more recently, I don't know if y'all be paying attention to the blogs or online. What's her name? Olivia Song, the makeup artist.
Mhm.
My God, I don't
He's an
even
awesome
know where.
God, he reigns. Just so you know, from heaven above with wings. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. She first of all, she started off with
I'm sorry
accusing
for laughing.
all these people of being in the Illuminati. She's basically saying these people. I don't really know where to start with what she's doing. I don't
Yeah,
even
because it
follow
kind of
her.
came out of nowhere. Like she started out very mild, and so
But
she
you know, she always do too much. She always had. I'm not gonna. I mean, I know that's your peer, but I've
no,
always found that she has. It's just she does too much. She just do too much.
yeah, um, yeah, but this is different though. Like this is very different, and so she kept referencing somebody named what was the name she used for him?
Probably old son. I'm just.
No, she called him High Roller.
Oh yeah.
High
Oh
Roller.
yeah. Oh brother. That's first of all, that's corny to even say. Just like
So Olivia, like, dang, this is getting too personal, but I just want people to know, like, that I just noticed this is happening pretty often, and then it's not something that is hidden because the shit is on the blog, so it's not like I'm exposing her.
yes, and
Um,
it's to the point. Well, this is my issue with it as a consumer that don't have no affiliation with this young lady. Her full time job career business is being a makeup artist. She is calling out clients that she's worked with, not just any old client either. I'm talking about high rollers. Okay, on
high
top of that,
profile.
discussing the fact that she's dated Drake and how he's obsessed with her, just really doing a lot. And it's beyond like getting attention, it's beyond like doing too much, it's actually giving mental illness. The type of things that she's saying. And then this is the crazy thing about this type people that have these kind of episodes for real, for real. None of this stuff is impossible that they saying. But
No,
the way that they go about it and how obsessive they, it's just very unsettling. It's just very strange. And I just don't understand what kicks. It's almost like they don't even realize who they were the day before. They just go on life living. Like the situation I have that I had to go to therapy over, which I don't know. It's to the point now in therapy, like you just I have to learn how to deal with it because it ain't changing from the other end. But
Yeah.
people, they have been convinced enough of what they seen that opened up their minds to realize, like, wow, everything that I previously believed was a lie, and now I need to spread this news so that y'all can wake up as well, because at the end of life I'm gonna be the one that goes to heaven and y'all gonna burn because y'all don't know what you do. But she is
That's
like asking people
literally
to
it.
type the word Jesus Christ, or else they're gonna suffer even if
Jesus
you don't
is
believe it.
Lord. I know
Huh?
Jesus.
Jesus is Lord.
What is she? Yeah, is it Jesus Lord?
It's
It's
probably
something.
Jesus is King.
Jesus King. That's it. That's
Okay,
literally.
ain't that Yeezy?
That's what I was about to
You
say.
get what I'm saying?
You see, it's like a whole
Mm-hmm.
pattern
That's,
of
you know what it
different
is.
people that do
She
this.
want to work for him. That's what it is.
She brought him up too, though. She was saying that when she was hanging out with Drake, she said that she was backstage with Kanye.
Oh boy.
And then she felt like when he was performing on stage, he was dedicating all the songs to her and all this stuff.
Oh
It
my
was really
god.
insane. Now she used to work for Drake. She was doing Drake's male grooming, so that's why she was around him initially.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. And ain't even nothing
But
wrong with the fact that they dated. It's just the way she handling this.
yeah, and I feel like she was fine because when she lived out here, she was fine. Somebody just broke into her shit, and she just was like over it because she had a kid. It was like homeless people kept breaking into her home, so she moved to Houston, and then she ended up getting roofied at the bar. Somebody had put something in her drink, and I think that just triggered it to something else because she got roofied, and
So
then
now you
right
got
after that,
trauma, you got PTSD. It's
yeah,
apparently aggressively too, like more than one incident. Then you get drugs, so it's just like your mind is not even functioning. And as somebody that has literally dealt with PTSD, it will have your mind doing crazy stuff. Like you really will think things that's not actually happening. You will overanalyze, not like hallucinating, but you get extremely
in
anxious.
a way, it is a hallucination though.
It is, but not to the point where like I never saw things. I just had such a fear that I thought I was predicting something like, oh, this person's about to like try to do this to me, or this somebody trying to, like, this person that's walking across the street, they're probably about to come rob me. So I guess you could say hallucinated, but in reality, it's just like extreme anxiety of like because of what has happened to me before. It's like how if your gas tank on E, then you probably should go to the gas station. That's how my mind was calculating these incidents. Like, okay, that person walking over there, they finna rob you. Like, you need to
Yeah.
like do something about that.
So my reasoning of bringing this up is that like what do you think would be like the best way to prevent something like this? Because is it preventable? Because I
I
feel
mean,
like everybody is like one step away from just clicking the fuck out.
yeah, I do, and
If
I
we being
agree. And I
honest,
think that things from the pandemic is not helping. A lot of people are negatively impacted financially. People have lost their entire family line because of COVID. They don't have the stability they had before. Things cost so much money. It's just a lot of stress and a lot of pressure, and people don't know what to do with it. And maybe that is the minimum requirement to go over the edge. And you combine drugs, which I don't know all these people using drugs, but I just think that we all have. I mean, it's to the point where I'm like, I don't want to do nothing out of the ordinary because I don't. Why would I be exempt from falling off like that?
that's what I'm
We talk about
saying.
people that we literally knew growing up and there's so many people that I have seen this happen to outside of who we're discussing, and I'm just like, how did that happen? You look at their household, they come from a seemingly normal parent household, stable financially, college graduate. I know people that have graduated from Ivy League colleges and then snap after not passing a certain exam, nursing
That's
school,
what I'm
law
saying.
school. And it's like you obviously have the capacity to be, to be successful. You have done things, you have beat the odds and so many other things. But one piece of stress like literally sent you over the edge and of no return. Like you can't come back. And so I just really don't know if it's preventable. I don't really know how would we know? You know what I'm saying? The only thing you can think, I think the only thing we could practice is how to properly manage stress, stay away from weird substances, definitely stay off the drugs. It's a slippery slope and it costs money. First of all, I think it's just to
That's
be
what I'm saying.
intentional about the people you surround yourself with. Have good intentions, be kind, don't be shady, because I just feel like try to be as positive as possible. Like, because I don't know what else. I mean, I just don't know.
I just be feeling like, damn, I really do be trying to control my thoughts. Like sometimes, like I know I go left or I be thinking something real crazy, or I don't know. I just don't be wanting to take myself to a bad place and then it just keep going.
And what you gonna be like? Oh, I'm about to snap. Let me go back. No, it's just
Yeah, like
down
hell
from
no.
there.
You just that shit just happened. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. I think that's why so many goddamn serial killers and shit out right now, because
I
like
mean,
what the hell
people
is going on?
literally snap. And think about it. I know some people that's in prison now for killing, and you be like, what? What you mean? Let me not. I don't want to share too much, but people have been in some situations where they literally changed their whole life. It's really crazy. It's really scary. But for real, it's some of it is comical, but it's actually really scary because we are definitely at an age where when we was growing up, people our age was doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even like
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. It's scary.
Mm-mm.
Lay off the drugs. Lay off the liquor.
Now we actually had a classmate from middle school that grew up like that.
That's what I'm saying, and it's like
I just thought about
how?
that. Like but she was very normal.
Wait, a she? I'm talking about a he. You see what I'm saying? The
Yeah, hold on.
population is growing.
I be scared. I look at stuff. I look at stuff all the time happening to people, but this stuff with Olivia is really crazy. Like she posted, so now she's calling him by name, and she's saying that
I'm sure it's gotten back to him too.
he blocked her. What do you mean?
Well, there we go.
She
I don't
posted
follow.
that. She posted that he blocked her. But she keeps texting him, and she keep posting the text threads, and they having conversations and stuff through text. It's very weird. It's very strange, and that's so crazy. And I hate the fact that she even has this access to these people while she's in this state, because who knows what the fuck she could do. She worked with pretty much every celebrity out. Like she even posted like a reel of like all the people that she's worked
That's
with.
what I'm saying. But on the positive side, she can rebrand and just take regular clients. I guess.
That's what she's trying to do.
Yeah, because I feel like her money can still keep going. Now we don't left out the key player of all this, Tokyo Toni.
Oh yes, I forgot. I love Queen out.
It's like,
She
dang
literally
man.
did the same thing last week. Said that Illuminati is after China.
And
Wow.
do you think the Illuminati is real?
I think that it exists, but I don't think that is what people think it is.
I
To
don't
be
think it's called the
honest.
Illuminati because one thing I do know, and this is just from my experience in corporate America, even the big CEOs of all the big companies, they have an alliance. They have meetings. Like think about this. Okay, in corporate America, there's this big push for everybody to return to office. One company saying we remote, one company saying y'all going to the office. And the problem with that is everybody want to be remote. So then the company that want to go to the office, they losing people to the company that want to be remote. And now everybody having issues. So then the big CEOs, they get together, they meet, they be like, all right, what's y'all's plan for this? Because we got to be on one accord. Because I can't lose my people to y'all. Y'all can't lose y'all people to us, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And we have an impact on the community. So, when people work in the office, they contribute to the local economy of wherever that office is at. So, for example, if you work at, I don't know, Amazon, which is in Seattle, wherever that office is, the restaurants, the coffee shops, the gas stations, whatever, they get money from those people. But when people work from home, their money is going to their own community, which is fine, but there's a trickle down effect of where people work, basically. So anyway, they
Yeah.
have all been in cahoots to try to get people to work back in the office. And if every company stands strong, at least the big key players, they will influence the smaller players, and then everybody will be back to work in the office because everything is political. Everybody's doing a favor for everybody. So these companies get a kickback for putting their offices in these cities. So if they can't get people back in those offices in those cities that getting the benefit, they lose money, the city lose money, and now we got
Yeah.
economic crashes. It's crazy. But I
Yeah,
do
I don't know.
think that there are organizations, there are big players. I just don't, like you said, I don't believe in the sacrifices and all that. I think that's extremely strange. Not that it's impossible, but I don't think that's what's happening.
Yeah, no.
And why would Desi or be one day people? No shade.
Yeah, like what would Des do?
They had to just throw somebody in. She a diversity hire.
Yeah, I think it was. I think she just was. I don't know. I think she just was seeing these names coming down the timeline or whatever actively, and then she was just like, "Oh yeah,
Well,
if you
no,
don't say."
Des reached out to her. She was like, "Hey, what you was saying about me?"
Yeah, but what did she even bring up her name for?
Somebody who knows. They
Because it
probably
was like her
screenshot like it
hand.
was.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just too much. You know what though? what's so crazy is a lot of these things that these people are saying that the Illuminati sacrifice. I mean, not sacrifice. The Illuminati does, and like the things they're accusing them of. The thing about it is, a lot of those things that they're saying are African practices, like sacrificing. Now, I never heard of like people sacrificing an actual human, but like when it comes to certain African religions and voodoo, and we've all been taught that stuff was like not cool or it's evil, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? Just because we're not educated on it enough to talk about it, of course. And then, like you said earlier, Christianity is our national religion, so of course that's what we abide by. We abide by the Christianity rules, but America is a melting pot of all different types of people because
because we're on stolen land.
Yeah. Sorry. Stolen land and people that don't belong here. So it's just like when you're dealing with stuff like that, you have different religions and people practice certain things. I think that people watch what those people do as far as like their rituals and all this other stuff, and then they attaching it to something like that or attaching it to something evil, which I'm like, this ain't cool.
Yeah, man, people were saying Ricky Smiley sacrificed his son. I said, okay.
What happened to his son, though? I still didn't understand that.
Now I'm not chuckling at that. I think that only because Ricky Smiley, which I don't know why he keeps bringing this up to social media, but I guess his niece is blaming Ricky Smiley for why his son died, and that's my only thing could lead me to thinking that he killed himself. Because Ricky started going into how he gave his sons the best life and yada 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 yada. It's actually really sad, but yeah, man. I honestly, for real, y'all, reach out to your people if you can. Unfortunately, when they have a certain mindset or they, do experience,
they're not listening to you. Everybody around them is
you are the problem. And on top of that, it's not a lot that you can even do for them professionally, because if they're an adult and they're not causing harm to the general public, there's literally nothing you can do. Trust me, I know. So you just kind of have to, be a listening ear if you have the capacity to do so. Try to do something for them, make their life a little easier, and maybe keep an eye on them. That's all. That's what I do. Just keep an eye on them, and try to intervene when it's safe.
I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna keep taking ashwagandha.
Okay, now you keep ashwagandha, and you're gonna be sacrificing makeup brushes and stuff. And you start tagging Flo Milli and stuff. I'm calling the police.
I'm listening. I'm gonna knock on wood. That ain't gonna.
Please don't ever let me snap for real. I mean this. Let this episode.
I think about it every day because I'm just.
It's like why wouldn't that? Why? What makes me exempt for real? Like, I just. Do you know? I done came a long way.
Yeah.
What if me coming a long way is me getting closer to the episode?
Stop playing because now you're gonna drive yourself to it, and then I ain't gonna know what to do.
You're right. Let me stop because I got things to do.
I feel like you're fine. I feel like you're fine. I feel like
you don't worry. I ain't. Yeah.
I just don't want to have to get on. I just don't want to have to get on meds. You know, I don't play around with medicine.
I mean, even that could have chemical, a reaction. Who knows? Yeah, it's really sad. Honestly, if anybody's listening to this, I would like to know if y'all have any experiences with this. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us are seeing some of the similar people due to our target audience. But it's actually really sad. And as my therapist said, they likely won't change, but you need to change the way that you approach it and the way you view it, for your own mental health, so you don't become, a foul. But yeah, man. So anyway, what you got coming up?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh wow.
I don't know. I have a wedding to go to in March like 12th in Houston. Okay. So I'm just preparing for that.
Is it an African wedding?
It is a same-sex wedding. I've never been to a same-sex wedding before.
What they got to do with their ethnicity?
They black, girl.
Oh, I didn't know same-sex don't mean black. You just wanted me to know you was an ally. I went to a same-sex wedding before. You ain't the only one.
I never been. That's what I'm trying to tell you now. That's
like just like an opposite sex wedding. Dang, it's hard to find good allyship. Anyway, dang, it's just a wedding.
Anyway, no, I'm going to my friend's wedding next month, so that's why I never
paved the way for all the LGBTQ weddings, but whatever.
What the lady say? LGQRG.
Why did the Brat? Oh, we ain't talk about the Brat pregnant with her and Judy, baby. Talking about she in her
The only
first
problem that I
semester.
see with that or that brings concern is that she's 48 years old and she's pregnant. But other than that, I'm
What's
like,
wrong
oh,
with that? Stay out of women's
that makes me,
business. You think
I'm staying out of women's business. But that do be making me nervous. I'm
now you
saying,
thinking like them people born in the 1920s? You can still have a baby in your 40s.
yeah, but I understand
Janet
that it's
Jackson did
a
it.
high risk.
It's not. It's really a
I
case
never seen Janet Jackson's pregnant belly for real. So I don't even
because
know
it's
if she
not
had
your
that baby.
business.
It ain't my business.
Getting pregnant and the ability to carry a child is literally case by case. It is.
So
It's
I
a
can have a
fact.
baby.
You you can actually you can
I'm
have
just saying
one.
now.
Can you carry one? Absolutely not.
Okay.
But but no, it really just depends on how many eggs you have and how fertile they are. But somebody at 21 could be less likely to have a baby than somebody at 48. Just so you know,
That's crazy.
it's not
I
crazy.
fuck
It's
with it though.
not.
I hope she make me her goddaddy. The baby
You don't
goddaddy.
even believe in her success. I don't think she want that kind of energy around her child. No more
You think
same sex weddings for you, buddy. Dang. You worried because she 48. I'll be sure to relay that message.
you don't even know her.
I'm like, hey, Brat, remember you came to the aquarium that day? My
Okay,
birthday was
period.
great. Thanks for asking. I
Oh my gosh. I did mean to ask you what you do for your birthday. I forgot.
I got a lot of
I
free
have a lot
food
going
and I
on.
gained it. I gained weight. I gained like 7 pounds. That's crazy.
Go walk up Stone Mountain. Or walk up
I'm
Kennesaw
about to
Mountain,
walk to
rather.
my new house. But no,
Girl.
it was cool. I got a lot of sleep. So I didn't always take off for my birthday. You know, at working in retail, I realized has had a negative impact on me. I worked in retail, what, 8 years? Probably longer than
Mhm.
that. And so once I got into corporate America, even though I've been here like, what, 6, 7 years, my mind still concerns about scheduling impact, head count, stupid stuff like that. Like, for example, I be feeling bad about taking time off because I don't want to impact the team. In reality, I manage my own work. So I wouldn't even take my birthday off. But if we're gonna be off for Christopher Columbus, why wouldn't we be off for Alicia Arnold? You get what I'm saying? So I just take my birthday off either day
Girl,
after.
who the hell? Why would they take off for you?
I'm saying, why wouldn't I be off on my birthday, but I'm off for them celebrating a man that didn't even discover the country? You get what I'm saying? That don't make no sense to me. We
I
don't
love
even know
that.
Jesus' real birthday, but we be off for Christmas. So why am I not off for my birthday?
You don't think that's his real birthday? Let's say
Have
that
you seen the
topic for a
birth
different day.
certificate?
Bye. Please relax.
Let me stop because I do not want to wake up tomorrow calling people out for the Illuminati.
Okay, Jesus is king. Sorry.
But man, I found some really nice houses. I'm gonna send you a couple of the ones I've been looking at. I'm staying in the same area. But other than that, that's what's going on, man. I'm just going just Jesus is king, I guess.
Take
So
care of your brain, Pooh.
hopefully we get to record next week. Yeah,
You
I'll be in
should be. I
town.
ain't really got too much going on, but my schedule changed overnight, so we never
Yeah,
know.
you're gonna be like, oh, I got a booking in New Zealand.
I'm glad that's my gift.
Well, it's somewhat dramatic because New Zealand is far.
I'm glad that's my gift. You know what I'm saying? If that's what I give off, I'm a bad bitch. The baddest one. Love that for me. Mm.
All right. Well, it's time to wrap this thing up. I don't know what the topic of today was. Just stay off that powder. Stay off that powder. And I am shaming you if y'all do it.
I ain't say that. I ain't say
Don't
that.
try to
I
come
just
up here
want y'all
telling
to
me to
know
type out
it
Jesus
was
is
not
king.
me. And do not edit it out.
I'm not.
Don't edit it
Anyways,
out.
all right. Holla at your girl.
Holla at your swirl and ponytail in that powder.
The pow-
Stay off that powder. Stay off that powder.
All
There
right.
you go. All
Goodbye.
right, let me go. Let me stop being ignorant.
Lord, I'm